Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on some great Steam game deals that are available right now. All of these deals are under the price of $10 and they are available directly on Steam, so you don't have to go to a different e-tailer or anything like that. I know a lot of you guys prefer to do all your shopping in-house, so to speak, as far as buying all your games directly off Steam, and if that's the case, I got you covered. A lot of these deals, by the way, under $5 as well. I thought I would just mention both. In this video, let's get right into it, right off the top. Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition is 85% off for $2.99. Sleeping Dogs is always like one of the easiest games to recommend. I mean, if you've been watching my channel for any length of time and you have yet to pick it up, come on, at this point you gotta buy it for $2.99. It's a great deal. Open world title that does see some comparisons to GTA, but really it's not like GTA. It's more of a contained open world, and it does have a more focus on its gritty narrative. Great main character. You got all the DLC content available. More of a focus on the hand-to-hand combat that I think is really well done. For $2.99, it's a great deal. Unfortunately, never gonna get a sequel on this, which is such a bummer. But yeah, great game for what it is. Next up, we got GRIS, 80% off for $2.99. Now, this is a game that is certainly not gonna be for everyone. It is more of a game that showcases games as an art form where, you know, the presentation is incredibly unique, the stylization of it, it's really, really well done in that regard. It's a very emotionally moving game, the sound direction is great as well. And whenever you talk about games that trigger, like, emotions out of someone, everybody is gonna react to a game like that totally differently. So I would just say give GRIS a shot. It's $2.99. I think most of you guys will end up at least being compelled by the experience and have I don't want to say enjoyable, but a engaged experience out of the game. I think that's a better word to describe your experience with GRIS. But yeah, $2.99, and there's a reason it's got 63,000 reviews, overwhelmingly positive. But yeah, worthwhile pickup there. Next up, I want to give a shout to all the Just Cause games on sale. Just Cause 2 is 90% off for $1.49. Just Cause 3 is 85% off for $2.99. And Just Cause 4, I would even say, is a decent pickup right now because it is so heavily discounted. It is $3.47 for the Reloaded edition. Now, Just Cause 4 had a litany of issues when it came out. They went back and redid a lot of the things. It's still not as good as Just Cause 3, but as an open world chaotic action game, it's still a fun time. If you want one game to pick up out of the three, Just Cause 3 is the one to get. Just Cause 2 shows its age. It came out back in like 2009, so it's a little bit dated at this point, but it's still a relatively fun open world game if you want something that's a little bit older. You know, that's still a decent one to check out. But, yeah, I imagine most of you guys have Just Cause 3 at this point, but Just Cause 4 might be one you have yet to pick up. For $3.47, even if it's not as strong as Just Cause 3, I think for that price point, for an open world game, I still think it'll be a pretty good time. Next up, we got Fallout New Vegas. The base game is 50% off for $4.99. The Ultimate Edition, which is definitely the route you should go, 60% off for $7.99. This is the Fallout game that at this point I feel like is remembered as the best game in the entire franchise. I mean, you know, outside of Fallout 1 and 2, like, everybody with Fallout considers, like, Fallout 3 to be the first game in the series, but nevertheless, New Vegas is absolutely awesome. Obsidian did a tremendous job with this game. With the Ultimate Edition, you get all the DLC, and some of the DLC is actually really good. Setting is great. Narratively, it's pretty good. I remember when Fallout New Vegas initially came out, it did not have the reception that Fallout 3 had. This is one of those games that now, all of these years later, I feel like people look back at as New Vegas is the stronger game. Fallout 3 also does have some technical issues on PC where New Vegas mostly works, so keep that in mind. And $4.99 for the base game, I would really say get the Ultimate Edition at $7.99. Now that Obsidian and, you know, Bethesda are all under the same umbrella, really think it would be a good idea to do a Fallout New Vegas 2. I mean, you want to do a game that gets people excited, Fallout New Vegas 2 would be that game. I get it that, you know, Bethesda takes 84 million years for every single one of their games to come out, but if Obsidian is doing it, they got Avowed coming out, and then I know they are going to do Outer Worlds 2. But after Outer Worlds 2, you know, 2035, around that range, let's get New Vegas 2 out there. You guys feel what I'm saying? But, yeah, nevertheless, New Vegas 1, $7.99 on that. I shouldn't even call it New Vegas. New Vegas. I don't need to say New Vegas 1. We're probably never going to get a New Vegas 2, but nevertheless, Ultimate Edition, New Vegas, $7.99. Good pickup there. Next up, we got Monster Hunter World, 67% off for $9.89. Now, you can get the Iceborne Master Edition, 67% off for $19.78. Now, if you want to get into Monster Hunter, Part of me wants to say, yo, just wait until Monster Hunter Wilds comes out, but then I said that in a video, and then somebody was like, bro, Wilds is gonna be a $70 game, and a lot of people are not gonna want to spend that on Wilds. And you know what? That is a really effing good point, so I'm gonna go back to recommending Monster Hunter World. It is a great game, and it'll give you an idea of what the gameplay loop of Monster Hunter is. It's not gonna be for everyone, but it is an enjoyable game that if you're a fan of the grind, you are going to have a good time with it. A lot of replayability, a lot of content, and Capcom did a phenomenal job of keeping this game updated and fresh with a ton of new stuff to do. So definitely, for $9.89, this is a great pickup. If you want to get Iceborne right off the rip, 1978 for the Master Edition isn't a bad pickup either. Next up, we got Doom Eternal, 75% off for $9.99. That is for the Standard Edition. They do have a Deluxe Edition for $17.49. That includes the additional content and all that good stuff. Doom Eternal is a great game, over-the-top action FPS. I know there's some controversy with the soundtrack and everything like that, but if you want to assess the game itself, the game is absolutely fantastic, and I'm not like the craziest Doom fan, but as far as over-the-top visceral FPSs go, it doesn't get much better than Doom, so for $9.99, a pretty good pickup there. Next up, a couple of Ubisoft games. Do want to give a shout to Immortals, Fenyx Rising, 80% off for $7.99. Now, I'll be honest, this game did not resonate with me as much as it did a lot of other people. A lot of people see this as one of the best Ubisoft games in recent memory. For me, a lot of the comedic elements didn't really hit home. I'm not crazy about the cartoony art style, but I will say, the open world is fun to explore, the gameplay has quite a bit of depth to it, and if you like the art style, it is super vibrant, it is super colorful. Wasn't crazy about the story either, but for $7.99, if you want a cool open world game to get into, definitely not a bad pickup. They do have the Gold Edition on sale for $14.99 as well. Next up, we got Valiant Hearts The Great War, 75% off for $3.74. This is one of those games that I feel like over the years has gotten this cult following, and it is a great game, an emotional war story, not super lengthy, but really good from a narrative standpoint. Some interesting puzzles in there as well. For $3.74, that's the perfect price. Definitely would give that a look. And lastly, Murdered Soul Suspect is 90% off for $1.99. Murdered Soul Suspect is a game that, whenever it's at this price point, I want to give it a recommendation. Your boy was a sucker and paid $50 for this game, and that absolutely should not be the price you pay. But for $1.99, if you want an interesting mystery detective game that is very much focused on its narrative, no like action heavy gameplay, very much focused on its storytelling and the mystery and suspense around it. The game's got a great atmosphere. If you like that more supernatural vibe, I think for $1.99 you'll end up having a pretty good time with it. If you want something story driven, check it out, especially at this price point. That is going to do it for me. Again, a lot of great deals available right now. Check them out in the description box below and let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.